Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Erica, or Ricky Mickey Plans if you're on Instagram. And I so wish I had the nerve to do a live plan with me, because then I could maybe get some of you to help me with some decisions I have to make. But I'll get to that in a second. I'm planning for my second week of Christmas break. Yay! It's December 27th through January 2nd, New Year's Eve week. So I'm going to take my planner pages out and leave my planner over to the side. And I'm going to put these aside for a second and show you what I want to do. I made my own stickers again. I know, total surprise, right? You didn't expect that. Yes, you did. If you watch my channels, you do. I wanted to go with pine cones because they are kind of Christmassy, but, you know, also just plain old winter. Although these are incredibly Christmassy ones. You can see I have some with little red berries, I have some with nothing, and then I have some that are gold pine cones. And then I have a Christmas tree with red and pine cones, and a Christmas tree with gold over here. And so keep this in mind. I made some boxes. I'll need some boxes. I have some bullet points. I'll use some bullet points. But the part I really need help with is washi tape. What I want to do is have, let me get my planner pages and show you. So I'm thinking the first 2-ish days, I want to be kind of the red pine cones. Oh, you can't see that. The first 2-ish days to be sort of the reddish pine cones here. The next 2-ish days, I want to be just brown, no red. And then these 3 days, because New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then what's left, I want to be gold things, which means I didn't make nearly enough gold pine cones, but we'll get to that. So I'm going to keep this out so you can see the color palette. And I want to do some washi to go with each of those colors. So, choices. Let me see what I've got here. Choice 1 is a solid red, a grid brown, and a polka dot champagne-y looking gold. So that's my choice number 1. Don't know how I'm going to get those to stay and not roll away. Stick a pin. Oh, they stayed. Okay. Choice number 2, red glitter, brownish glitter, and super gold shiny stuff. So you can see they're kind of the same, but one's glittery, one's not. Choice 3, I can't hold everything still, is, I don't know if you can see them, but these are bows from, oh, where are these from? Simply Gilded, I think. And so, I don't know, can you tell that these are little bows in here? And so again, I have a red, a copper, which is kind of brownish, and a gold. So I could do all bows. And then finally, stay. I know this is going to look weird. Stay. Oh my goodness, it's not going to stay. There we go. Ha ha. Stick with me. Teeny little red, teeny little gold, and in between it, I can cut this to be teeny weeny too, so it would just be brown. That's what I'm trying to decide between. Which washi do I want to use? Do I want to use more muted, more shiny, more bowy, or just teeny tiny? And I don't have quite the answer. I think this one just looks weird, too many patterns. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. I think I want more washi than this will be with these teeny tiny thin ones. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I've already got pine cones, so maybe I don't need bows, and that'll be too many conflicting ideas. So I think I'm going to get rid of the bows, and I'm going to go with the glittery shiny stuff. All right, so you saw my thought process. Would you have voted the same? Leave me a message down below and let me know what you would have voted, because I don't know. All right, I'm going to get my washi cutter because I'm going to need that. I'm going to get my slicer because I'm going to need that. And yeah, so let's get going. I did make these 2 trees to kind of do the border of the 2 color ideas, the 2 outside color ideas. By the way, if you have never tried making your own stickers, and if you have a cutting machine, you should totally try it. And if you don't have a cutting machine, you can still try it. Check out my video on how to do it. It's in my list of videos. So I did this last week. I put some bordery stickers. So I'm going to do it again this week. So this one is the red and the green. I'm sorry, it's the green tree with the pine cones that have the red in them. thought that would come out a little further than that, but that's okay. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same thing with this very tricked out gold tree. Oh my goodness, it is tricked out big time. You see that? Yeah. I just want to get this lined up as well as I can. And there we go. So now we go from Christmas to shiny, shiny New Year, right? You kind of see what I'm doing, don't you? Okay, and then I was going to try the washi. So here's the thing. I picked these washies, which don't always do with a torn look super great. But I'm going to try it because I don't want these to look exact as they're under here. Oh yeah, I like that tear much better. I wish I could have done something like that over here. And now I don't like that. They need to be torn the same direction, don't they? Let's see if I can do that again. Aha! All right, so let's do red right here. Over a little bit further. All right, red there. And then we're going to do the coppery brown for Wednesday and Thursday, which I completely understand is not going to tear exactly right, but yeah, I want that to kind of mimic the angle I've got here. That might be the best I'm going to get. And then I want it to go to like here-ish. Oh, that's horrible tear. Isn't it funny that like we work to make our tears look accidental? I just find it amusing. When obviously we work very hard to get these tears looking the way they do. All right. So I didn't want to butt them up against each other to look like, I'm not trying to like fool myself into thinking it's the same washi, but I wanted them to kind of meld like that. And then this washi doesn't always stay stuck real well, but I think it's going to work. Okay. And this isn't, I don't know that this is really, I don't remember where this came from. I feel like this is not washi, like this might be something else entirely, but it works like washi in a sense. I don't like that that covers that tree. I think I'm going to tear that a little earlier than it is torn right now, if I can do so. It'll do. I think that'll do. I don't know that I love it, but I spent a lot of time thinking about it, so I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. And I find this easier to do if I cut it from the back, because I can see the 2 pages. And I will cut out those little mushroom holes later. We'll see how this works. I don't know. It might not work. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is this little guy. If you notice, he has little pine cones on him, and he's got the holly berries, so he kind of has everything that I've got going here. And do I want to put it up here or down here? Up here, down here. I think down here. I don't know why, but I just feel like that looks cute. Because New Year's Eve is more what we, you know, deal with and do things for. All right, New Year's Day is like just trying to stay awake because you were awake all night for New Year's Eve. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. All right, let's get down to some nitty gritty. I'm going to put down some boxes for things that we have going on. Again, I did make my own boxes. I know I could use colorful boxes, but they don't always have the colors that I want. They do not have a tan, and they do not have a yellow, and they don't have cat hair stuck to theirs. Oh my goodness, Erica. All right, so I'm going to put down some boxes for the things I've got going on, and then I'll come back and tell you about those boxes. All right, so let me kind of explain what's going on here. These are different practices and appointments and things we have scheduled. We will still do other things, but these are the scheduled things. And my Post-its, I kind of paid attention to, but not completely. For instance, trash night. Oh, I don't have next year in my planner yet to move this to. I'm going to have to go grab those because I have to move all these Post-its to my next week, which is really the next year, which is also the next planner. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my next planner. I don't know what this one is called. It's not the same one I've had, obviously. But I'll take these pages out too so I can kind of show you what I do. And I'll put this to the side as well. So if this were, you know, not a new month, this would be on the back of this, right? So what I do now is I take Post-its for my reoccurring events and move them to the next week. So trash night happens every Monday. I always put that on there. Church choir, we don't have this week because we're on break, but we will have it this week. Dance practice, those are all over the place during break, but that will be back on when we're in school again next week. My husband does still have his staff meeting, so that's this box, and I'll move it to next week. We didn't have Girl Scouts, obviously, because we're on break, but we'll put that on next week. Game night, that was this box, so move that to next week. Again, dance practices are all over the place this week, so I didn't put that there. I feel like I missed a dance practice. I'm going to have to check those. This game night is actually here. We did it on Saturday instead of Friday because of New Year's Eve, so I'll move it back to Friday. Dance practices are funky. And church happens every week, and that's going to be that box. So now, next time you watch planning video, you're going to see all these Post-its here again. And that's how I do that. And I did miss a dance practice. There's another one on Wednesday. I don't have the time for it. I'm out of tan. No, I'm not. Right there. Because again, I'm having my boxes follow the red, the pinecone brown, and the yellowy gold. So we don't have a time for this dance practice, so I'm going to put it here just because the other two start in the morning, so I'm going to assume this one does, but I don't really know that. And I'll leave that to fill out later because I don't know the time. I just know they said, we'll have one that day. There is cat hair everywhere. Goodness gracious. Okay, so the next thing I like to do before I start having fun is find things I can't find. Here they are. I like to use my icon stickers. These are not them, and that's why I couldn't find them. So icon stickers, I love them. They just help me to quickly glance at my calendar and see what I've got going on without having to think very much. I can just look down here and see the dancing thing, and you know, if I see this dancer, I know it's a dance practice or a dance performance. It's pretty simple that way. And she has a few. Her coach is enjoying us having break. So she's making a bunch of practices, which I guess is okay. The girls love it. So there you go. And don't ask me why. I kind of like my girls to face in, but I also like them to be on the side where I, you know, offset it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just telling you there's no rhyme or reason exactly as to why things are facing the direction they're facing. I do know that even though we'll be tired, we always do flea treatments for all of our critters on the first of the month. So I'm going to put that there. More dance icons, I believe. I'll put these with this. Shot icon. If you saw my Post-it, you saw that it said shot and trash. When you have somebody in your family who has to take a shot once a week, it's nice to do it on the same night as trash night. Don't even have to think. Kind of just goes. And I don't have anything red. I do have this dark red. I tried using this last week with my nutcracker spread. I think I'm going to use it this week. Ta-da! That is from Little Annabelle's Plans, which I'm pretty sure does not have a shop anymore. Not Girl Scouts. This box here is for an appointment. I'm just now remembering there's another appointment I have to mark down too. What was that? Nope, I don't. That was for last week. I was thinking about my husband. My son is home from break and he was getting a haircut appointment, but that's actually for this week, which is where I'm living at right now. I'm planning ahead. No violin lessons, no red for Ed because we're on break. No Jeans Day because we're on break. do have D&D, which is what we do for game night. So I'll put this little dude down here. And I'll put this little dude down here. And yeah, we're the nerds who play D&D, but it's actually kind of fun. Like, it's like a big pandemic thing. If you haven't paid attention, like tons of people started over the pandemic, and we kind of like it. It's pretty fun. It's fun. What can I say? All right. And then I was going to do bullet points next for to-do lists. And I might, yeah, I normally I'd say I'll take it easy this week because it's break, but I also know I'm going to want to catch up on some things and get some things done. So, because last week, which is really this week, but last week for what you're watching, you get my idea. Last week, most of my to-do list was getting ready for Christmas. So this week that you're seeing is going to be like the nitty-gritty stuff that I don't want to do on other days and that it's hard to do during the school year. So these are not the more fun to-dos, whereas last week was like, go shopping at this store and make some cookies and wrap some gifts and, you know, that kind of thing. Decorate this and decorate that. So that was a fun set of to-do lists. This one's going to be like, pay these bills and clean this up, put this and that away and sort this. You know what I mean? Like that's like seems to be the post-Christmas list for me anyway. I don't know about you, but that's what it is for me. And normally on a normal week, I leave Friday void of things to do. Just because I've been working all week and I like to give us, a day without what you might call a honey-do list, but for yourself. So I like to leave that off of Friday, but this week I'm going to go ahead and put a list on Friday just because it's not going to feel as much like a Friday. And so I don't need to give myself that because I've got the whole week off, which is glorious. This has been, I thought last year was a hard year to be a teacher. This year has been an awful year to be a teacher too. Maybe even worse. I don't know. I mean, last year was hard because we were like toggling between virtual and hybrid and in-person and all that. This year we've been in person the whole time, but there's just been so much anger in my community where the kids have to wear masks, the teachers have to wear masks. And there's so much anger about it, and not from the kids are fine, but the community, and so it makes it hard to go in when you don't feel appreciated. Okay, soapbox over. I'm done. Let's do some fun pine cones because that was kind of the inspiration. And let's start with these pretty gold ones. I just did an image search of gold pine cones. So, I'm not selling these, so I don't feel like I'm breaking copyright or anything. I'm trying to figure out what the top of this should be. I have no idea. I don't feel like I'm breaking any big copyright thing because I'm not selling them. But if you know more of copyright, and I am, let me know. I know a lot about copyrights when it comes to music. Don't always know as much. Oh, no, the gold didn't go there. Goodness, Erica. Gold goes on these 3 days. This here is just supposed to be brown. And again, I think I'm taking this theme a little too seriously too, but whatever. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just enjoying it. Let's put a gold pine cone on top of you. It'll still give me room to write there if I have to. And let's put another gold pine cone thingy bobby here because I've still got plenty of room to write. Do I want another gold pine cone thingy bobby? Can't put it there. Not much room to write there. I don't need as much room to write here because we don't have choir practice, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, now for let's go to red next. Let's go to red next. So I've got this kind of cornery one. Let's just go ahead and put him here because he's a cornery one. Why is he a cornery one? I don't know. He just looks like a cornery one to me. And this looks like a cornery one. It's probably the same one flipped, isn't it? And let's put him right here. See, it still gives me plenty of space to write. I'm just adding some fun, right? And then let's put this little flat guy and another little flat guy. And let's put this one maybe hanging right there. Does that look weird? I don't know. Like, can you tell it's supposed to be hanging off that line? Should I cut it straight? No, I don't want to cut it straight. I do not. And then we could put this one hanging here, right? That's kind of cool. I don't know, why not? And then for the brown, just plain brown. I have a lot to choose from here, don't I? A lot. I'm thinking I'm choosing some smaller ones. Sometimes when I make these, I'm like, oh, I can just make more. So I just make a ton, and I don't know if I really think through them that well, because I always end up with extras. So let's put a brown one here. And this might be all wasted on me, this red, brown, gold thing, but you know what? It's my planner, so if it's wasted on me, what's the big deal? Let's put a gold one here. And then let's put this cute little brown dude right there. Where do I want another brown dude? Maybe right down here. I don't know about that. That looks like it's trying pretty hard. Could do that. What if I lift up my dancer hand and my box? What if I go under the box? Yeah, that'll work. They don't all have to go over the box or under the box, right? And then one thing I like to try to do is have something decorative touching every day, and I think I have done that on this spread. That is done. So yay on that. What looks empty? This looks empty and this looks empty, but you know what? I'm going to have things to write there because things are going to come up to do. And if not, a little white space for your eye is not a bad thing. So on my list, I have my boxes for my activities and appointments. I have my to-do lists. I do not have a label on my to-do list that says to-do, so I might need to go find that to make me happy. I have my pure deco, and I have my washi. So really, besides those, I am done. All right, again, if this was a live plan with me video, I would be asking your opinion. Let's just pretend I have this for all three colors, which I don't, but let's pretend I do. Would you use these to put here, or would you use these to put here? Because I know I have them for yellow, which could be my gold, and I have them for red. I don't have them for brown, but I could probably find something else in brown. I'm sure I can in like Modern Farmhouse or something. Now that I'm looking at this, this looks wrong. I may have to fix that. I don't like that. But otherwise, this looks good and this looks good. Yeah, I think these. Or is that what you're going to say? Because that's what I say. And these, I just always cut off the asterisk. I don't know. I know I could leave it on, but again, I don't have any for brown, so I don't want it. If I don't have it for all three colors, since I'm doing this weird color thing I'm doing. And why do I need a thing that says to do when it's obviously a to-do list? I don't know. It's just, I think it's left over from like, you know, planning in like middle school and high school. I just had to have a to-do list. So I still do. It's me. I just want a to-do list. I want it to say to do or today or get done or something like that. So I label it. I don't know. How many of you do that? I'll ask that question too. Do you label your to-do list to say to do, or do you just make a list? Are you as weird as me? If you are, welcome to my club. I don't even know what that means. Hug. All right, just a few more of these to-dos. And then I am going to change out that bronze washi that's supposed to be in my pine cone brown area. I don't like it. It's too orangey and not brown enough for what I want. So what will I use instead? I don't yet know. Maybe one of those I chose earlier. Maybe it won't be exactly those combinations. It'll be a combination of those combinations. Did that make sense? I don't know. It made sense to me. Look at that exact number amount I needed. And yes, I know this page came out of this book. A lot of my books have the pages coming out. I do the little hair rubber band trick through the top hole here, but I just haven't done it for this book. So I'm gonna put that right there because I need to write flea treatment there. Okay, fixing the copper washi. So once again, I spent a little time trying to tear the perfect tear to make it look accidental, but I think I'm gonna go with this grid. Let's see what it looks like when it's in place. And yeah, it's certainly a better color match. Is it weird to have glitter and then these are very different patterns? Glitter and then grid and then I don't even know what to call this polka dotty shiny thing. I think it's gonna work. I think I'm gonna go with it. The only thing I'd like to do is cover that. That's a little weird looking. All right, out of the same rainbow book, there are like 3 or 4 of this sticker. And I think I'm going to use it. It says, "Oh, happy day." It's gold, which goes with a lot of the spread. And, you know, it's part of a Christmas song. So since we're still in the Christmas spirit, you know, "Oh, happy day." If you don't know that song, it's a good song. It's a Christmas song. And it's not superimposing. So I kind of like that. So yay. All right. If you stuck out to the end, yay for you and yay for me. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you were inspired by this video at all, go ahead and give me a subscribe. And yeah, I hope you have a good holiday and a good new year. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy planning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.